Happy New Year! It is 2024, where I can't believe it. It just, 2023 just gone. Oh, it's, unbelievable. So hello, if you have never seen me before, hello, my name is Kay, and welcome to my channel, The Organized Soprano, where we talk about, what do we talk about here? We do talk about dogs sometimes. Here's my dog. He's Clover. He's 7 years old, and he's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good. Do you want to go over there? So I don't have a script for this video. I wanted to just speak from my heart. I do have a cup of coffee. I thought it was imperative that I arrive to the channel caffeinated. So let's chat, let's chill. We haven't had a chat, catch-up session in a while, and I just want to speak from my heart and talk to you about what's been going on, what to expect from in the future, what's going on. So if I'm being 100% honest, all of the aspirations I had for December 22, like the 22, wow, that was 2 years ago. December 2023, like the home holiday tour, all that, it just gone. And I've been sort of going around in my head about why I have such a hard time, what is in my way of filming and posting to this channel. So I just sat back and looked back onto it, and I've gone through this so many times. Every January, YouTubers oh, we're gonna change, we're gonna go through a whole thing, we're rebranding, we're doing a change, because I feel like everybody wants to change in the new year. And I was going over and over in my head, I'm like, what is it that is so difficult to get things done here on this channel? And it's because it stopped for me being a good time. I live my life doing things that are a good time. If it's not a good time, I'm not there. I don't want to be there. If someone asks me to show up at some place where I don't want to be, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. They're let's go to the movies and see such and such movie or whatever. Even if I want to see the movie, I'm most likely gonna say, you know what? No, I'll wait till the movie comes out, on Max, and we'll watch it. We'll have popcorn. It'll be great, because I don't want to sit in a room in the dark full of strangers, and I just don't. It's not fun. It's not fun. I got into this whole thing about posting to this channel and having everything be perfect. It needed to be perfect. Last year was incredible. We reached 100,000 subscribers, which I didn't think was going to happen, because my growth on this channel has been very, very slow, and I have not been fully committed to posting really consistently. So when we got 100,000 and I got my channel verified, I got the plaque and everything, it's a big moment. And then you step back and you're like, oh, what do we do now? Sun is chasing me, so I'm gonna move this camera. And time after time after time, I will sit in front of my laptop and do a channel audit. I'll be okay, what videos grew my channel the most, and what videos do the viewers like the most, and what videos perform the best. And I'll go and I'll do this channel audit, and then I'll go through and I'll look at people who post the same content as me, and what thumbnails got the most clicks. And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, this works. After I did that a couple of times, I did it once, maybe 10 years ago, not 10 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, and then I did it again in 2022, I think, or maybe even last year, I don't remember when it was. And I found the perfect formula for a video to perform well. And the only caveat was, I don't like making those videos. So I had to give this a really big thought over the holiday break, and it is absolutely 100% true. I am really spread thin. I have the other channel where I do the gaming. I've got now the vlog channel where I'm a little more it's a lot more personal content, and I've got the singing career outside of YouTube, which, if I'm really being honest, is a big time suck and a big energy suck, and an energy suck that I'm absolutely wild in love with. I am spread pretty thin, and that leaves me over here what do I do? Because I noticed that when I would start to plan content, and I have an entire Notion sheet full of video ideas, scripts all written out, when I went to go grab my camera and turn it on, I would freeze and say, well, maybe I should look at that script again, or it's not perfect. Or when I want to show my house, I'd be like, well, it's not minimalist and beautiful. I can't show that. I'm gonna have to wait until it's perfect. And I am tired of that. The grand scheme of it all, or the main idea, I don't know, the point of what I'm saying is that in 2023, I experienced, and I don't talk about this here on this channel, but I talk about it a lot on my vlog channel. In 2023, I experienced the most personal growth I think I've ever experienced in my entire adulthood in one single year. I didn't want to wait until January to change. I didn't want to wait until September to change. It's a new year, whatever. I was like, I need to change in these ways. And I found a way to execute and make it happen. I completely cleaned up my diet. I was unbelievably addicted to highly processed foods like chips and cookies and sugar, and I completely found a way to reduce those drastically, almost 99%, and enjoy a really varied omnivorous whole food diet. And I feel so much better, so much better. Last year, I also found a way to exercise consistently and make it a habit and stay with it and learn to actually enjoy it, because if I'm gonna be honest with you, I did hate exercising. I still don't love it, but I do feel much better when I am consistently exercising in whatever way. And I found a way to kind of work with my fear in my singing career, because I had a lot of fear, a fear of failure and fear of success, kind of to learn to lean into that a little bit, and to, instead of like avoiding those feelings and trying to like get over those feelings, to use those to fuel me to do something. So even though I feel fear, I'm like, we're gonna do this audition and we're just gonna see what the hell happens, because you never know what's gonna happen. So in enacting all of this change, and realizing that I can actually change, and that these things, even though they're hard to do, they're totally 100% possible, I was like, I think that I need to have fun when I do things, because every time I made a change, I noticed that I somehow in my life, I would gamify it, because I like games. That is the one thing that I really, really know about myself 100%, is I love a game. So I love if I can gamify something, if I can like do better than my previous day on something. And the other thing I love about myself is I love an experiment, because that was how I got through the change. I said, for 30 days, I'm gonna try this thing. And I didn't commit to it for like the entire lifetime. I was like, 30 days, I'm just gonna try it, see what happens. And if after 30 days, I was feeling good, let's see how much longer I can take this. And I think that I need to have fun and need to gamify things in order to make them work. So in turning it back around to what I'm doing over here, I think that for you as a viewer, if you're subscribed to this channel, or if you're new, hello, and you probably don't know what the heck is going on, I'm going to inform you that this year in 2024, everything that happens on this channel is going to be a hot mess. Meaning that I am not going to 100% have the perfect script. Everything in my house is not going to be perfect and beautiful and Pinteresty, and things are just gonna get slapped together, and you're gonna get a very slapped together, haphazard thumbnail, probably title, description. It's gonna be a hot mess, but we're gonna do it twice a week. And for 2 times a week, I'm gonna do as best I can. Twice a week, you're gonna get a video, and it's gonna be a hot mess, whether you like it or not. I am caring way too much about what other people think, which is something that I think is natural, but something that I have to find a balance with, because yes, if the comments on my channel were like 95% saying one thing, like, can you turn up your audio? I would be like, oh shit, maybe I need to turn up the audio. But if I get that one comment saying like, don't show the palm of your hand. I remember this comment came on one of my shorts, said like, don't show the palm of your hand, it's rude. And I thought about that comment for like weeks. And I was like, how how can I make this one person happy by like not showing the palm of my, the sun is brutal today. I'm never gonna make everybody happy. I'm never going to make everybody happy. The best thing I can do for myself and for you is to bring me. The best thing I can do for myself and for you is to bring you my most authentic self, which is a little less buttoned up. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm very serious in a lot of my videos, and that's really not who I am. I'm just going to be mindful that if the general sentiment is one thing and one person says something, but it's not the general sentiment of the feedback I'm receiving, that one comment is just isolated and I should just go with the general sentiment of the comment section. Now, I know that like everybody's like, oh, you're too sensitive, you shouldn't be a YouTuber. It's just the way that everyone is, and we all have different ways of coping with all of these comments. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest, 99% of the comments are super nice and really thoughtful. But you know, the 1 or 2% that make you question what you're doing and make you feel like you're an imposter or don't know what you're talking about, it really stick with you. And that is a very real survival mechanism. It's called negative bias, and you should pay attention to the negative things around you. If I'm walking in the forest and there's a bear over there, I should pay attention to that bear, because perhaps I may have my life saved by avoiding that bear. I don't need to pay attention to the beautiful berries in the corner, the lovely tree over here, the beautiful moss that's down in the bear, though, the bear. But I need to realize that the bear in the comment section is not really a danger, and you get what you get. I'm also not saying that like sometimes the negative comments are like not useful, because sometimes I do feel like, oh, well, damn, I made a mistake, or I should be more mindful of X, Y, and Z, and like just take it as a learning lesson. But another thing I learned last year is that failures, because I had some really bad things that I did, not bad things, but like things that I did that failed outside of YouTube, not talking about YouTube, that I was devastated by. But the moment I chose to see those events as learning lessons and less as failures, the more I was like, why didn't I think like that before? All of that like failure I had before, that's just information about like what I should do the next time. So anyway, the long and short of it is, you're gonna get 2 videos a week this year, and they're both gonna be a hot mess, and it's totally fine. By saying it out loud, I am committing to this, and I am taking away the barrier of friction between me and posting to this channel, because I have to be honest, 100,000 subscribers, why can't I say that? 100,000 subscribers is an intimidating number, and it's scary that the audience is that big. Now 100,000 of you are not watching every time I post, but like you don't need to. If you want to skip something, just skip it, don't feel bad. Because like I don't watch everything that everyone I'm subscribed to posts, and I don't feel bad about it, so you shouldn't either. But I just want to say hello, Happy New Year. I'm so sorry I've been gone, but get ready for 2 hot mess videos a week, every week of the year. I'm gonna try my best to commit to this, and by saying they're a hot mess, I'm just gonna take away the responsibility of them having to be perfect, and that's good for you, and it's good for me. So I just wanted to come in and say hello. And in a future video, I will talk about how I accomplished all of those changes, because along with home organization and cleaning motivation content, I've discovered a lot of, I guess, brain and self motivating content, because making changes is really, really difficult and seems a little impossible, but if given the right push and the right mindset, you can make anything happen that you want to happen. And we'll be doing the holiday home tour, even though I'll be taking most of the things down today. So I guess I'm done. You guys can look at Clover in the outro, so enjoy him. He's very cute. Look at this man. He's in Pillow Mountain. Thanks for watching.